Welcome to the show. Is your host Jace, the King Jace on all forums. um, Sorry everybody about not filming last night. I had some technical difficulties going on with my internet. Um, Looks like it's really glitchy right now. I do apologize. I'm having a lot of issues over here lately with this internet situation. I don't know. I just want to say beforehand, I want to thank everybody for watching my show. I appreciate your time. Thank you for commenting if you comment. Thank you for liking if you like. I appreciate the moments of your viewing, whether it's for a short time or the whole video. I appreciate it either way. Tell your friends, subscribe. Let's talk about it. Give me a topic of conversation and we can talk about it. So today, my cousin wanted me to talk about soap. I know it's a weird topic, kind of like the most randomest of random, but apparently most soap and shampoo, conditioner, and all those products apparently have this chemical in it, and it's fragrance. And from what I'm being told and from what I read, that this fragrance in your soap and shampoo and stuff, it's a mixture of chemicals. And what these chemicals are unbeknownst to us, because they don't put what the chemicals are. It just is fragrance. It doesn't tell you what the chemicals are. And apparently those chemicals are very toxic and harmful chemicals over a long period of time. I wanted to let everybody know, side topic, about the head shop. I unfortunately will not be selling those exact cartridges that I was showing you on my earlier episode, but I will have something similar. We also are going to talk about a little bit right now about inflation. The economy is crazy. So prices of everything is very, very vague and wide for certain things, like prices of an oil change or a detail. So now let's use the detailing as a better example. I don't like the oil one. My cousin mentioned it, and I do see the relevance to the topic, but I think that the detailing is a better example. So when you go to a detail shop, by the way, Washi Detailing, check him out. 101 Waterman Ave, East Providence, Rhode Island. Licensed and insured. Phone number is right there. Manny, 401-543-0711. That's a one, right? Yeah, that's a one. I just wanted to show you guys that. If you need a detail, a car detail, holler at my boy. Anyway, so detailing. Let's say you go to a detail shop. Now, you get there, you're like, oh, okay, I want to have the interior detailed. Now, how much do you think that cost? In your mind, you're probably like, I don't know, it's like 20, 30 bucks, right? No. So it's not what you do, so you're not thinking of all aspects of cost. So, yeah, it might only take, maybe your car's not that dirty, and it might take him an hour tops, right? So you're like 30 bucks, that's reasonable an hour. No, it really isn't though. And the reason I say this is because you got to think of, all right, so now he has to use electric for the vacuum because he's going to have to vacuum the car. He's going to use, some detailers use Q-tips, believe it or not, because those vents don't clean themselves. So you got to get into those little vents and the little cracks and crevices. So you're saying about $3 to $5 for Q-tips. He's got to use the space because it's in a building. You know, he's not going to have your car outside if it's fucking snowing out. He wants to make sure your car doesn't get destroyed. So he got you in this garage. He has to pay rent for that garage. So every second period, he's paying for that garage. So you got to think of all the aspects of how much it actually costs him to detail your car. And if you say, oh, I think it's worth 30 bucks, you're out of your mind. $30 doesn't even cost electric. Like, let's be serious. I mean, maybe for your vehicle it'll be above cost for the electric, but in a all around aspect, it's not what it is. So another thing, like let's say you go to the detail shop and you're like, oh, I want a ceramic, or I want it buffed out, I want to polish, whatever it might be. You got to think of all aspects of this. It's going to take him time. It's going to take him. It's going to cost him money. So he has to buy all the materials. He has to get all the equipment. He has to pay for the building. You know, everything costs money when you own a business, and I don't think a lot of people think about this. So if he says, "Oh, come on, I'll detail your car $100 for interior detail," that's really not that bad. I don't know if that's his. I don't know if that's his price. All right, so a mini detail, hand wash, dry, vacuum, dash dressing, wipe door jam, and tires, clean windows, spray wax, and tire shine. Cars $50, SUVs $60. That's actually a really good price. A full detail, everything in package. Number one, the mini detail, plus a shampoo, floor mats, wax and polish, full interior cleaning and shine, leather protection, and fragrance. 100 and up. That's actually not that bad at all if you think about it, considering the cost of the stuff that he has to purchase. There's all different types of I used to work at Advanced Auto, so I know how much everything costs for a detail shop. And just the chemicals alone to be able to clean the interior and exterior of your vehicle, it's going to run them a few $100s. No joke. So yeah, people need to keep into mind and take into consideration when you go to get something done from somebody, how much it's going to cost them. And don't be a dick about the price. You know, don't be a dick about being like, oh, that's too much. I mean, if you really honestly feel like it's too much, try to haggle. But remember, they're a business owner and they're running a business and it costs them money. Another thing, let's see, we already talked about the Mexican caravan. I still feel the same way. It's not going to change. I didn't see anybody comment or anything like that. I really would like somebody to comment. Another topic that I wanted to talk about real quick was Tekashi 6ix9ine. What in the fucking train wreck is that? I don't even know how to start with this dude. He was so arrogant. I just watched the video. I watched the interview with him and Charlamagne the God. And he's so fucking arrogant. He was so cocky. No one can touch me. I'm untouchable. Bro, if you're doing everything in the darkness comes to the light. I'm just going to say that. Everything in the darkness comes to the light. Like, you got to get your mind right, bro. You should have had your shit together before you blew up like that. I mean, once you're a public figure, people are going to dissect your life. They are going to literally dissect your life. Like me, I hope that I get famous one day. I have nothing to hide. I'm a felon. It's true. I committed a felony when I was younger. Shit happens. And I've paid for it my whole life. Because I go for a job and they want to give me shit because I'm a felon. And you know what? I'm going to get that expunged and I'm going to move on with my life. And it hasn't stopped me from doing anything. I made a mistake when I was 19. I'm now 32. Life goes on, man. But I made a mistake, and I corrected my life from that mistake. Whereas this dude is so fucking arrogant and cocky. He had the sexual assault charge on a minor, and the judge literally told him. He gave him a slap on the wrist. Is like, yo, look, stay out of trouble. We're going to sentence you later on. 3 years later, they sentenced this dude to, 2 years probation, 3 years probation or some crazy shit like that. And he literally gets arrested again for all this shit he's getting charged with. Racketeering, armed robbery, firing a gun during a crime or something like that. Like, the charges that they are pending against him are ridiculous. So his arrogance on Charlamagne's show was just fucking out of control. I personally don't like his music. I don't really like much of the music that goes on now. I'm more of a 2000s rap era. DMX is my favorite rapper. So That's just how I feel about it. I think that Tekashi should have had his shit together, and this whole situation he's going through, he brought upon himself. You waited too long. You got the wrong people involved in your situation. Aside from that, anyway, that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. That's all that's in my book. You know what? Actually, I wanted to also talk about phone service. And the reason I want to talk about phone service is because I have Boost Mobile, and I used to have Metro PCS, and I had them for a long time. I had them for like 4 or 5 years, and I love their service. Like, I loved having them as a service provider, but I had horrible service, like in certain areas. Like, it was just horrible. So I ended up canceling my service with them. And in the process of canceling my service, I had told them that my friend wanted to join their, get an account with them. They ended up giving my friend, let him take over my phone and my number, changed the name to his name, and gave him a free 3 months. How amazing is that, right? So I was like, all right, that's cool. That's awesome. And so I switched to Boost Mobile, and I can't even get them to extend from shutting me off, extend that shit for like 1 day. I call them up and be like, look, I get paid tomorrow. You guys, I'm due today. And they're like, oh, well, you're getting shut off today, and you can turn it back on tomorrow. I'm like, bro, I've had Boost Mobile for like 2 years. What are you doing? They don't care. Ruthless. So that's where I'm going to leave you. I'm hopefully going to be back on tonight. I shouldn't have any internet problems. We will see what happens. I know this is kind of a late post for me, 11:20. But, yeah, that's it. If you like the show, please follow, subscribe. If you have anything to say, if you want to comment, please do. Please comment. If you want it to be personal, please inbox me. Again, everybody that watches the video, thank you for your time. I appreciate your time. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about me, the King Jace. Find me everywhere. And on that note, I'm out of here.